I'm here to defer and cede my time to Nanette and Joel Hausman, who will share their personal story on Senate Bill 954, an act requiring the reporting of accidental deaths on college campuses. So at the indulgence of the chairs and the committee, I defer to Joel and Nanette Hausman. Please.
Thank you, Tony, very much. Thank you for co-sponsoring this bill with Senator Haskell. The two of you have been phenomenal since the first day that you heard our story, giving us compassion and energizing us to make change. We're not lobbyists, we're not activists, we're not necessarily even politically savvy. I just turned 63 years old and I now understand what a constituent is. I've never been a constituent before. But we are two devastated parents, and we are here to try to make some change to help everyone.
Good morning, all. Our story. 2.5 years ago, our family of 5 traveled to drop our youngest son, Corey, off to college for what was supposed to be, as some people say, the best 4 years of one's life. The drop-off went well. He took to it like a fish to water. Probably couldn't wait for his parents to leave, and we did. After we left, I immediately was so looking forward to going back for Parents Weekend. Made our reservation, wanted to hear the stories of this new, exciting chapter. Unfortunately, Parents Weekend never came for us. We did go back to school, however, 15 days after that drop-off, to pick up an urn filled with his ashes. You see, Corey passed away as a result of a preventable accident. Little did we know that accidents are the leading cause of student deaths at college. This was the 3rd week of the first semester. When we got there, we were told Corey's death, was actually the 3rd death of the semester. Think about that for a second. 3 weeks into a semester, 3 young adults died, 3 devastating, tragic stories, 3 devastated families. Our children are so precious.
I want you to think about us when you're listening to the testimony of 11 people that have stepped forward to testify on our behalf. They aren't just people that feel sad for us. They're people that are experts in different subject matters. I have parents, some whose children are still alive. I have parents whose sons have died while they're away at college that have started college safety advocate groups. I have some of Corey's friends that have dug in to help us understand how this could have happened and make change. I love hearing about how we're worrying about feeding children. I think that's great in every aspect of supporting children at college. But I think one of the primary things needs to do is to make sure that they are safe and they stay alive. What this bill is asking for is a new line item on a safety report card, one that's already generated by the universities to talk about other types of safety issues, including fire and crime. The spearhead to this initiative that I've started, which is college911.net, really came together when I tried to find out how many total students died on Corey's campus in the year that he would have been a freshman. I learned when I went to the Department of Higher Education from the state where he went that his death is treated to reduce the cohort of the college's head count. So the graduation and retention statistics are not damaged because of a death, a withdrawal, or a school transfer. There's no finite number of how many kids died. I believe that the universities, there's a lot of people that would benefit from this information. I believe changes were attempted to be made to the bad area where Corey fell, but it didn't make the budget cut. So I believe that just reporting this one new number on a spreadsheet for the public, for the school, for everybody else to see, will help us drive the investment in safety that we need. The rest of my time, if possible, I'm going to share with you what we've lost. This is a video that we found on Corey's phone after he passed away. Corey grew up playing the cello in the Westport school system. And when he got to be a junior in high school, he picked up the guitar, something his dad had always wanted him to do. But he, you don't never listen to your parents, forget it. So anyway, I want to share this with you because this is who Corey was. This is him in his dorm room by himself, recording himself, playing the guitar. Again, I believe it was going to be a gift to his father. I tried to get this uploaded through Jean, but she said that wasn't possible. So just bear with me. Here we go. Hold on. I gotta get the volume. Hold on. Why isn't the volume? Hold on. Sorry, people. I'd like to close with just saying the numbers of the speakers, the order that have come forward in our behalf, if you want to jot these down. Again, thank you, Tony and Will, for getting us this great spot in today's hearing. Number 48, number 52, number 74, number 80, number 82, 83, 88, 94, 95, 104, and 114. These are all people that have come to support moving this bill forward, and think of us and please listen to them and what they have to say.
Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Hausman, for sharing that story. I'm so
Please, if I may, I think it's important to note that the courage in which the Hausmans have raised this issue is very important. It's not just the bill in itself, but I think it's an important point of raising awareness for us as parents and for young adults that are heading off into college to understand that the risk and the challenge that goes with that, rites of passage. So, and what really struck me with the Hausmans is the fact that I still remember vividly the day that we dropped off our children off at college, and it is intended to be some of the most exciting time of their lives, as Joel just talked about earlier. And you have a bond of trust with the university that they have the responsibility and will take the care to treat your child as their own. And that bond of trust needs to be validated and reaffirmed. And to have these kind of tragedies occur because there wasn't a level of communications, I think two things comes from this: the data that will allow universities to better educate, but I think the other is to empower parents to know that they have a voice, that they need to be involved and have the universities in their role as caretakers of their children to be accountable and to be responsive. So I wanted to add that, because what struck me the most about this whole issue was the fact that anybody who's a parent who sends their kids off to camp or school or higher education, there is that emotion of excitement for them, but there's also an uncertainty. And when those uncertainties are realized in a horrible tragedy, and you feel as though you are not given a chance to do your best on your child's behalf, I think that is a pain that no one should ever have to endure. And I appreciate you asking the question. Again, my condolences on your brother as well. You've been an incredible caretaker and of his unique, special intellectual needs, and you've been a champion on that. So thank you, Jay.
Thank you, Representative, and thank you, Senator.